Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Omochukwu, depending on your location. Please join in the struggle to liberate our people from the contraption. Like and share videos. Today is Nkwo Market. I bring you the updates. Your continued detention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in DSS dungeon elevates him to enviable heights. Release him now, security experts urges the federal government. Now, security expert Colonel Stan Labo, retired, has called on the federal government to immediately release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from DSS hell now. He said Nigerian government has misfired from the times of Buhari to incarcerate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He said the long incarceration or the prolonged incarceration has given Kanu the heroic stature in the entire eastern Nigeria, the entire Biafra land. Yes, that's what he's saying. Said the federal government should do haste, should be swift. They should release him now. Said, look, what the IPOB leader is agitating for is urgent, and the federal government should look into it. He said that is the grievances of the eastern Nigeria that the young man is projecting, and therefore he called on the federal government to look into it, to bring the young man out, deliberate with him, iron issues out. He said that is the way forward. Let me quote part of his statement. Stan Labo, I quote, "One major priority area in the southeast, which I think will cool off a great deal of grass, is for us to bring out Kanu. That gentleman, pull him out. Stop this incarceration. I know some of his pronouncements, or maybe lines of his actions, and so on, were offensive to the Nigerian state, and there was need to take certain actions. But you see, Nigeria itself is a family. That's my picture of Nigeria. When part of the family feel offended, as parents, as a father, you sit the gentleman down or the child down and try to find out what the problems are. Can we start talking with Kanu? Can we start talking with IPOB? Can we start talking with the other groups? I think a conversation with some of the groups will go a long way to addressing these issues. We must not apply the stick always. Bring in the carrots sometimes, and let's see the carrots and sticks diplomacy at play. I think we can do that. And if we do that, the situation in the southeast will be greatly doused. Frankly speaking, further incarceration will only make him more and more relevant, only heightens the heroship over him. He is a hero now, whether we accept it or not, and we made him the hero. We have made him a hero in the southeast. If he comes out now, he can contest governorship election in any of the states. Nobody will even ask him if he's from this state." End of quote. That is the stance of Labo, a security expert, Stan Labo. He's saying, look, that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has assumed this heroic stature in the southeast, that he can contest governorship in any of the southeastern states, and people will not raise eyebrows and look, is he from our state? But that is not the thing. The thing is this. One, the federal government doesn't know that they have made him a hero from the time of Buhari in 2017 when they first arrested him. But that is, what has come to stay is the destiny, is the way it's supposed to have gone. So it's not a bad idea, yes. Joseph in the Holy Book was betrayed by his brothers, and so, but alas, he became the hero in the land of Egypt. And through him, his own people, the Israelites, was saved from the great famine that bedeviled the earth. Alright? And so what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been passing through since 2017, his first incarceration, was as a result of the position he has taken as a freedom fighter. That is the root. Yes. And today he's not just a hero in the eastern Nigeria, he's a hero in Biafra land. the entire Biafra land beyond the east, beyond southeast, or the present-day southeastern Nigeria. Yes. And so, what we are saying is this: Mazi Nnamdi Kanu must be released unconditionally, not because you want to have mercy on him. Like Labo said, it's a family affair. Oh, you beat a child with one hand and you draw him back with the other. No, it's not the point we're making. The point is that the court of competent jurisdiction, we are dealing with the issue of law. Yes, we are not talking about, leniency. Have mercy on him. Nobody is pleading for mercy or leniency. We are talking about law. What is the position of the law in all these other things? In self-determination, what is the position of the law? He said some things. Labo said, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said some things that is offensive to Nigeria. Nigerian government can construe anything as offensive as long as it is not in their interest. They are not comfortable with it. They don't know what is rule of law. In most cases as a government, it's not everything that your citizens or that happens in the country that you'll be comfortable with. And whatever you're not comfortable with doesn't mean that those things are against the law of the land. As a human being, you might not be comfortable with some actions of personalities or some individuals, organizations, or groups, or ethnic nationalities. But it doesn't construe that those things are against the law because you are not comfortable with it. No. But in the case of Nigeria, whatever the federal government deems that, this thing is not comfortable, they're not comfortable with it, they will say it's a security threat. They will say they have studied intelligence and they have discovered that this is a security threat. So that is their own, way of governance. So once they're not comfortable with it, you are a threat to national security. That is the government we have been seeing for many years in this contraption. And so Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a hero. And if they continue to detain him, he will be a hero and a hero. If they release him, he'll be more heroic. So which one are they going to do? So whichever way, he has become a hero. So the point is this: he must be released on account of law. The position of the law, the United Nations Working Group on Human Rights and Arbitrary Detention have said it, point blank, that the Kenya and Nigerian government, they have committed crime. And so they must release him and apologize to him for the abduction, torture, extraordinary rendition, and continued incarceration. And the federal government of Nigeria has been asked to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, as he has been discharged and acquitted by a court of competent jurisdiction. The appellate court, the Abuja Court of Appeal, have said so, and directed them to go and apologize to him on the national dailies and compensate him adequately, financial compensation adequately after apologizing to him on the national dailies. So these are the things we are talking about. So nobody's talking about, family. Nigeria is not a family. There's nothing family in Nigeria. It's a contraption. It's just, a fraudulent conglomerate. Nigeria is an enterprise. It's not a nation. It's an enterprise. That's what you're saying. It's a mere geographical expression. There's no family bond there. There's nothing like family. All right? So we are saying, release the leader of the IPOB on account of the law, the position of the law, not by leniency. You're having mercy on him, no. And so he's a hero, and he will continue to be a hero.